Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will be the second board on the Pin by the Chariot. It is based on the free ebook that's available on the World Xiangqi Federation website. The particulars have been given below. Now, again, we will be dealing with the topic of the Chariot pin. A quick analysis of this position would show that Red has one chariot, one cannon, one horse, a single guard, and Black would have one chariot, one cannon, two horses, and one pawn that is very close to the red palace. Unfortunately, he would not have any material for defense at this point in time. It is Red's turn to move. Black would now be threatening to capture the cannon, while Red would be threatening to capture the horse. The black cannon is also taking aim at the red horse in this red file. And the black king is at the corner of the palace, and at this point in time it will not be able to do much. So quick, how should Red turn to move? How should Red try to attack or defend in this particular situation? After all, Black has one extra major piece on the board. The correct move to play would be to capture the horse. Now, it would not be a good idea to try to move the horse to, let's say, h4 plus 5. So Red will simply capture material. Red will capture the horse, threatening to capture the chariot again. But Black would move his chariot to safety, deliver a check, and then capture the horse, for example, and thus gain a winning position. The red pawn was still a bit far off from the black king, and black would be simply faster in the kill. So that is why h4 plus 5 is not a good idea. Instead, r3 plus 7 should be played. Let's say if black tried to counter aggressively with r9 equals to 8 to deliver a check. Now, it would not be a good idea to capture the cannon, or this chariot would be lost, because this cannon is indirectly protected by the Red Chariot. Another check, and Red will now turn the tables and gain a winning position. So that is why Black should deliver a check. Now, when faced with Black's check, how should Red react? R4 minus 2 would be sound. R4 minus 2 would be sound. Retreating the advisor would be a very big mistake, because Black could now simply apply a discovered check. No matter what Red moves, or move the king or the horse, etc., the Red Chariot will be captured, and Black would now be ensured of a victory. So that is why Red should try to retreat his horse so that the elephant can retreat again for defense. So check, and now Red will now retreat his elephant, which was blocked by the horse a few moves earlier. So once this was done, Red will try again. Red will try again to capture the Red Chariot, but this will be the key move of this puzzle, or of this position, sorry. Red will simply move the king out and pin the black horse to this same file in this situation. So the Red Chariot will be safe for the time being, and the black horse will now be in trouble instead, because Red will be prepared to play r3 equals to 4 for the check and to capture the black horse. So Black would move k6 equals to 5, and once the black king moved, this would give Red a breather and allow him to attack with r3 plus 2 for a check. Another check. Now, Black can only retreat. If he advanced, it will be a checkmate. So that is why just a span of a few moves, red will now control the third rank, and he will be prepared to play p8 plus 1 and threaten to checkmate with r3 plus 1. So black would be forced to defend in this manner. This will be a count, this will be a check. So this would force the red king back into the palace, and red will now also threaten to capture the elephant for checkmate if it was not protected by the red chariot. So at this point in time, black would retreat his horse to try to defend. It will be a mistake to think that the black king will be protected from a check with c6 minus 3, because and black was able to attack, because if this were done, we would deliver a check in this manner instead of going for a ranked attack. Red would change direction and play r3 equals to 5 for a check, and then retreat his advisor in such a manner so that black would not have any major immediate threats of a checkmate with e3 plus 5, r8 equals to 7, and red would now prepare, and now red would threaten to checkmate with r5 plus 1 or r5 equals to 4. So black can only resolve one but not both of the checks, and red would win the game. So h6 minus 4 must be played to prevent r3 equals to 5 from happening. And this will again allow red to maneuver his chariot for a check, forcing the cannon back. And at this point in time, red will simply retreat his chariot, threatening to capture the black horse. And if it moved away, again, red will have the offensive, and victory will be not far away. So a short recap. In this initial positioning, the first move that red should make would be r3 equals to 7. But he must be careful of potential counter attacks by black. And also another thing to note would be that the chariot was now in the scope of the black horse. So red would deliver a check. Black would defend in this manner. This would be the correct move to make to allow the elephant to be lowered. So if let's say a5 plus 4 played, a check, and red would lose the chariot and the game. Again, a check, and the elephant is retreated in the nick of time. Black tries to capture the material with this discovered check, only to be foiled by the black king, which is the theme of this topic, whereby the chariot and the king will be able to apply a pin in red's favor. Moving the king to safety, check, and the pawn is now ready for attack. And as they say, the rest is history. Red would have the offensive and a winning combination. I hope you've enjoyed the work that I've been doing. If you like the videos that I've made, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.